Hello, Mashuken Mlam. Mulipanganda? Okay, nice. And the phone pick up paper on. Nice.
All right.
So, good morning. I'm just coming from church. I'm coming from church, and you know, the theme of the readings today was about forgiveness. You know, the theme of the readings today was about forgiveness, was about not, you know, avenging, and the gospel was about, you know, the Jesus saying, you know, forgive 7 times 70. And when I was in church reflecting, I kept on thinking about Emelina Kavanshi, the former minister for community development. I know we have laws. That is a fact. We have laws, and when you break the law, you are taken to court, and when the court sentences you, you're supposed to serve that sentence. But when you look at Emelina Kavanshi, look at the evidence that was given in court, and let's put ourselves in our shoes. By Emelina Kavanshi, for those of you who might not know, by Emelina Kavanshi, she has been jailed because she bulldozed the ministry to award the contract of distributing social cash transfer to Zampost. Now, Zampost is government. So basically what happened was that before, social cash transfer was being given to some agents, some people, you know. The ministry used to get people, and these people would go in the compounds and start distributing social cash transfer. So what happened was that, what used to happen was that sometimes these agents would go, instead of giving a person 100 kwacha, 150 kwacha, they would give them 100 kwacha, whatever. There was corruption, there was abuse, and Emelina Kavanshi wanted a better solution. And the better solution that they came up with was that they give to Zampost, and then these people would go to Zampost and get the money from Zampost. Okay? So, her idea, her intention was really to help the situation so that the poor people are not deprived of their little resources, the social cash transfer. That was her intention, and she thought Zampost would be the best institution to distribute that social cash transfer. So it is not that Emelina Kavanshi wanted to take advantage of social cash transfer. No. Emelina Kavanshi wanted to help the situation. She wanted to help the situation. She wanted that Zampost, a government institution, be the one to distribute. And she hoped that through that the poor people will be able to get their money, other than what used to happen, where somebody used to go with money in the bag and sometimes they don't distribute the money. But Kavanshi said, let us bring in an institution, that is Zampost. Of course, the process was not properly followed. She just bulldozed it. I'm sure in her mind is that, you know, this is the government institution and this is a good decision. And she bulldozed it. But today, the court has actually found her guilty that you abused your powers by bulldozing that Zampost be given the contract. Now, this is a different situation from whereby ministers would bulldoze a contract to be given to a friend so that a friend can in turn give them some kickbacks. This is not the situation here. This is a government institution. Emerina Kavanshi was not pushing this contract to go to Zampost so that she can get a kickback. No. I mean, Zampost is audited. Zampost is audited. It's a government institution. So you cannot say, you know, she was pushing this agenda so that she can get something. No. So from my point of view, it was just, I think our intentions were good. Unfortunately, it was executed wrongly. And now she has to go to jail. Now, I know that by Medina Kavanshi, by the way, her health has not been very good. It hasn't been very good. But let me not try to draw sympathy on her health issues. I just want to say, I think she doesn't deserve to serve this sentence. It's true there was an abuse, but let's look at this case, you know, on its merit. Let's look at the intention of this woman. This woman was trying to save the situation better. Unfortunately, she didn't follow the law, which could have been out of ignorance, which could have been, you know, feeling, you know, that she's powerful, she's a minister, she can do whatever. But she didn't want to steal money from the poor. And for that reason, I am appealing to President Hakainde Hichilema. And I remember even President Hakainde Hichilema, during that time, he also said that Emerina Kavanshi has been sacrificed. You remember when this was happening, there was so much talk about corruption. There was so much talk about corruption. And Emerina Kavanshi, you know, was sacrificed to show that the PF at that point, they were fighting corruption. That they were even, you know, able to do what? To arrest a minister. At that time, there was too much talk about the corruption of Avena Chilufya, Avena Nani ati Chitotela. You know, there was a lot of talk around that time. There was that talk, there was that pressure. I feel President Edgar Chagwalungu was under pressure to prove to the donor community that he meant to fight corruption, that he wanted to fight corruption. And Emerina Kavanshi was used as an example. Emerina Kavanshi was used as an example, especially that she was a woman and she didn't pose any threat. You know, she didn't have, Emerina Kavanshi never hired hooligans to go with her to the law enforcers. Emerina Kavanshi never hired hooligans to go with her to police. You never saw Emerina Kavanshi kukoti with you know, cadres. You never saw that. She's a good woman from my point of view. She's a good woman. But President Hakainde Hichilema, please, you remember these incidents very well. You do remember. I am urging you, my elder brother, please consider by Emerina Kavanshi. She's not a criminal like those criminals you want. We know there are criminals that were awarding contracts to themselves, awarding contracts to their friends, and they got a lot of money. Emerina Kavanshi never got money. Emerina Kavanshi is poor. Even if you search her, you won't find money in bank accounts. You won't find properties. You won't. The poor woman was just trying to do her job. She was just trying to do something better for the poor. Unfortunately, she executed it wrongly. And there was a fight between herself and the PS. This is why this thing is like this, because of the rivalry that was there between Emerina Kavanshi and the PS at that point. But nonetheless, me today at our church, we were talking about forgiveness. I am praying, please. I am really praying that by President Hakainde Hichilema, you would consider the situation of Emerina Kavanshi. I know there are a number of people in prison who are unjustly in prison, but I don't know them. I can't speak for them. Emelina Kavanshi, I'm speaking for her, not for anything. She's not my friend, she's not my relative. I'm just speaking out of, you know, pity, out of justice, that please, 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 can we consider by Emelina Kavanshi? She's not a criminal like those criminals. By HH, you know that criminals are walking around. You know that criminals are enjoying the money that they looted. Why should this poor woman who never looted, who never got Ngwe, be serving 2 years or 2 years sentence? Please, 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 HH, really, I mean, exercise some leniency, exercise some forgiveness. Because you are the president. You are the president. You know, the resources of this country are entrusted in your hands. But this is not a person that stole money. She didn't steal money. Emelina Kavanshi didn't steal money. Read the evidence. Read the judgment. She didn't steal money. She only bulldozed the awarding of contracts to Zampost and a government institution. If money was stolen at Zampost, please, let's follow those who stole money at Zampost. But from Emelina Kavanshi, she didn't steal money. Now, Pata, me, I am really asking that President Hakainde Hichilema considers Emelina Kavanshi and pardons her. I will talk about other things later on. I know, but never Mumba, but the party espionage, Shan. We will talk about that in the evening. But for tonight, for this morning, I just wanted to make this strong plea for Emelina Kavanshi. She's not a criminal. She just made a mistake, and surely she doesn't need to go to jail for 2 years. Yeah. Thank you very much.